mistaken, he was the last undisputed champion at 147 pounds. And then eventually I moved to 154, fought Oscar at a weight that he wanted to fight at. And then when I take a chance or a risk and go up and fight a guy, they're gonna say, you know what, he's over the hill. You know, and with the sport of boxing, and I want to say this right now about the sport of boxing. I don't want everybody at home to hear me when I say this. A belt, I'm tired, and I'm at home, and this goes for any company. I don't care if it's Top Rank, if it's Golden Boy, if it's Mayweather Promotions, if it's PBC. There's too many champions in the sport of boxing right now. Too many champions. It's not a such thing as a super champion, not at all. And I'm not taking nothing away from no fighter. It's too many belts. And the reason why is too. Let me tell people what's going on in the sport of boxing, why there are so many different titles and so many different belts. People don't know you have to pay, for every belt that you win, there's a sanctioning fee. So now if a fighter wins an interim belt, he has to pay a sanctioning fee. If a fighter has just the regular belt, he has to pay a sanctioning fee. Then if a fighter is a super champion, then he has to pay a sanctioning fee. This is not good for the sport of boxing. When the sport of now, when a fighter fights, every fighter is a champion. Now, after you see no belts is like a fighter winning an amateur trophy. Everybody is a champion. Everybody have a belt. Now we look at the lightweight division, okay? And I want to say the fight the other day was a hell of a fight. Congratulations to the winner. He done his job. He went out there and did what he had to do. But if Devin Haney is the WBC champion at lightweight, right? And Gervonta Tank Davis is the WBA champion. Now, it's safe to say that Talifimo is the champion he's the champion, the IBF and the WBO champion. But I can't knock what he has done, because I have to take my hat off to him, you know, for what he has done. And then we talk about different fighters proving themselves. There's no different from Marquez. They're going to say, oh, Mayweather was the bigger guy. Remember, at one particular time, in 1996, before I went to when I was in the Olympics, I fought at 125 and a half. It's 125 and a half because it's 57 kilograms. So in that same year, I turned professional at 130. So we can't keep talking about guys, this guy is a small guy. To be the best, you must take risks, you must take chances, and if it takes going up in weight or going down in weight, that's the sport of boxing. That's how boxing works. And we look at Manny Pacquiao. He done the same thing. He takes chances, but then when he loses to me, guess what they say? Mayweather was he was the bigger fighter. You know, it's always a catch-22 when it comes to me. So once again, I don't want to knock no fighter, but I'm tired of seeing fighters after the fight. Everybody got a championship belt now. Now boxing, all these belts is like trophies. The WBC, the WBA, the IBF and the WBO. Y'all gotta clean this shit up. Y'all have to clean this up. This is bad for boxing. Ain't there such thing as no super champion. You guys are just taking extra money from all these fighters, getting extra money from sanctioning fees. And this goes to my company as well. We got to clean the sport of boxing up. This don't look good. When you look on TV now, everybody's a champion. You see all these fighters posing with a belt. And then we got another guy at lightweight, which is Ryan Garcia. And then I look at Ryan Garcia, and he's a pretty cool fighter, and I don't take a net away from him. He's with Golden Boy, and I wish him nothing but the best in his career. But before you can, and I seen Ryan, for an example, Ryan Garcia is one of the fighters that got in the ring holding a WBC belt and holding another belt. This is not cool for the sport. And do I think he can become world champion? Absolutely, he can become champion. Do I think he can beat Gervonta Tank Davis? Right now, as of right now, absolutely not. Now, that would be a fight next, but Tank cannot overlook Leo Santa Cruz. hell of a fighter, tough competitor, and like I said before, if he went to 4 weight classes, it's obvious he can fight his ass off. So any fighter that's no different from Canelo. Canelo was able to jump weight classes. You know why? You look, you say, well, Canelo, when he faced me, they said, well, you beat Canelo at a catch weight. Remember this. You go back and you read the articles. Before you can speak on anything, you must do your homework. Okay. Canelo was the one that said he wanted to fight me at a catch weight class. So me being a smart businessman, guess what? I'm gonna test you and see if you really want to do it. Now, is he one of the best fighters